What's going on, guys? Alex here with another Market Watch video, and we're gonna get right through the cards. A lot of stuff's going on. Invoke, it's pretty much becoming the tier 1 deck, the deck to beat at this format. Just the fact that they can go either first or second, they can run so many hand traps. They adjust so well with the Magnite engine, Shuttle engines, and Spyral is seeing a decline. I mean, there's still a big representation of Spyral, but not a lot of them are topping. And and due to that, Magician Soul used to be 125. Now you're looking at one copy, two copies here for $95. And then after that, it quickly stays under 100 for the most part for the first page. Excuse me. I think I still think, like I said, Magician Souls and Spirals are still in the meta, but they just kind of auto lose more or less to the Shadol Invoke variant. That's why they're seeing a decline in price. Star of their weekend was Unchain Abomination. A lot of people are using this, not just in Rockets, but I've seen this in Pendulum builds. I've seen this in Salamangre builds. That is just such a great card, and it's such a sleeper card. The fact that it's two monsters, including a lake monster, is pretty generic. If this card's destroyed by card effect, you can get something else, but that doesn't matter. What you're really going for is when a monster destroys this for a battle, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. During the end phase, destroy another one. Really good against floodgates, really good against the controls, getting rid of field spells, getting rid of the normal summons and stuff like that, or uh, other things. It does target, so it does lose to Phantasme, but besides that, you're really in a really good position. It's also a 3K beater, nothing wrong with it. You're looking at this card for $10 to $11. It used to be at 15 the most, but it calmed down a little bit. A lot of people coming in with this, a lot of people that had Unchains, build that just want to get rid of them now. So not a bad card still for $10. If you're thinking of it, it's not bad. Trishna, people are using this a lot now, and this just gets better in the Master of Five, which is literally a month away. If we wanna say that, February is almost gone, so literally a month away. And Trishna is one of the broken cards in the game. Just the fact that you can remove from play a card from the hand, field, and graveyard. That's hand loops all over again. Dual Terminal, you have a heavily play for $84, and then your limited edition, your first editions are 190, but lightly plays are around 120 to 140. That's something to note. You do have plenty of other versions of Trishula, so you don't have to worry about this too much. You do have the Astropack 8 Ultimate. You're looking at 118, which is not bad. It's such a beautiful ulti. Then you have high speed riders, secret. You're looking at $2, $3. Hidden arsenal, same thing. You're looking at $2, $3. Something people are sleeping on would be the battles of legend, just because it's $1. Not a bad if you want to pick this up just to have in case this becomes even more broken. You do have ultra rares and dual devastator, but no one really minds those. I would suggest if you don't have your copies, get your secret Light's Revenge since the set is 3 years old. Speaking of Phantasme, still show and play. Not as much as people want, but it's still show and play. Invokes are link summoning, Spirals are link summoning, Rockets are link summoning. I mean, everybody's link summoning at this point. Even Alter guys at some point they're link summoning, so it's not bad. And it stopped Abomination. You can negate Unchain Abomination because this negate you discard a card, then negate the activation if you do destroy, and you're destroying when your opponent activates that targets monster you control. So they do specifically have to target a monster, which most people are doing. So this protects it. You negate and you destroy. You get rid of link 4. Something not a lot of people used because this when Orcas was around, Orcas just send it and target. So Phantasm lost a little bit of favor in that, but now it can come up. And you're looking at Phantasme from Unlimited at $43, $44. Your first edition lightly plays, you're looking at 47s. I really don't care about the first editions, really. $50 first editions, because this is getting reprinted in about a month. So, Phantasme, I could see this starts dropping in the next 2-3 weeks. um, and once the Master Root comes out, yeah, it all depends what this is gonna do. Um, yeah, it's a weird scenario. If you have to play, play them. But if not, try to get rid of them. I mean, if you got Fantastical Donaldson on day one, you're fine. You got a day zero, you made your money's worth. Looking at old stuff, since a lot of meta and it's pretty much invoked and Shadalls and all this stuff, I thought maybe looked at past formats. Not too long ago, Galatea. Um, since Orca's not being played, you think this would have dropped a lot, but it's actually stable as at 30. Super rare still $1 or whatever, but something to note: ulti Galateas are still holding value if you can find ulti S10s. Same thing with Dean Girsu. People are not playing the Girsu, not playing the Orcas at all, and they're still stabilizing at $35 to the $40 range. Dark Games for Dean Girsu, I do expect this to have a reprint. Uh, Maybe by dual Overlord, just because it's Dark Neostorm, and then Konami already made its money out of it, so I would expect another Ultra print for this, which won't be bad unless they want to wait until Battles of Legend. Of course, Orchids gets better as Eternity Code comes out because they do get the Mech Knight Orcas that's foolish and it's a special summon, so Orcas will come back. Let's clap that. Orcas will come back. Thunder Dragon Colossus. I was expecting this to drop to 15, but people are holding on to Colossus. A lot of people think that Colossus may come to one next ban list, and people are holding on to their ultimates. They're not getting rid of them. They're not getting rid of them. Something that if you're thinking of picking the deck back up, or you just have it, hold on to your Secret Colossus. If Colossus does come up at 1, you're looking at 1 copy here for 7. If Colossus does come up back out 1, Thunders become a tier 1.5 again, and it'll be a nice neutral since we're getting a lot of old decks that do add a lot. So it'll kind of put checks and balance on everything in the game. But then you have an 8 of a 7 wall here for 7. But Thunder Thundercore is pretty cheap. I mean, Hawks are like $1, Roars are less than $1. I mean, there should no reason not to have this deck core just laying there. Shooting Ricer Dragon. Excuse me. Needle Fiber is like around the corner, and this card's still $6. Um, I understand people don't think they're gonna abuse this too much, but I still think this can go higher. I think it's a little low for what it is. I can expect the next couple of weeks just to hit 15 anytime. But $6 to me at least seems very very cheap. It is a one-off in the extra deck, so mm, there's that. You know what I mean? You do have the Dark Neostar Special Edition that's like 18 cents plus shipping. So um, whatever you guys want to do. But Ultra is the highest rarity, and it's a Shonen Jump, which it's nice. White Beard, the Plunder Patrols. Market price on about $10, and you're looking at $8, $9 for your first editions. This is gonna get support later on, and I would start picking some of them up. Maybe not the red beer or the white beer. I would highly suggest to pick up the Planet Patrol ships, just because they're like $4 a piece, $3 on this one, just because they're dirt cheap. Black beer, the Lank Monster, it has a pretty good effect. You do draw, but it's a little weird. Um, it's like 50 cents to $1. So some stuff like that, I would start picking up. I wouldn't worry too much about the trap. Uh, the Planet Patrol yard, the shipyard. Not too worried about those. I would, start picking up some ultra, some secrets from there, especially those three. I would pick those up just because they're so low. I mean, yeah, the special edition to come out, but I don't see them going any lower. I mean, they just might stabilize at that point. But definitely wait on the white beers and stuff. All right. Pro Geo, I guess we'll call it Plug Leo or whatever. Uh, Promo card. Excuse me. You're looking at $1 for a promo card. That's not bad, but it's a link. It's a super. It's the highest ready. Will this get eventually reprint? Most likely. Not suggesting this as an investment. Just know it's $1. If you can pick one up, by all means. I don't think it's gonna be too crazy of a card. During your main phase, if you control this link summon card, you can manage this card, and then one monster this card points to then target either place grab special summon. Nothing. It's a monster reborn, but a worst. You have to get rid of 2 cards unless you're talking about like Link 4 in the grave, then yeah, but eh, nothing great. Something that we want to do, and I think I'm gonna start doing my market watch, is like 3 cards that you might want to pick up as an investment for later in the future. Usually gonna be the last 3 cards of the market watch. So if you stay and you watch this through, you or you just skip through it. But my first card will be Linger Evo, just because it's an ultra, uh, and its effect is really not bad because evenly match is being played a lot now, and if it keeps being that way, you can negate a trap, which is a quick effect. And then if the extra effect, if you play an Attic Nister, which has synergy with it, um, you can special summon it back. You can tribute 1 Attic Nister. If this is in your grave, you can tribute 1 Attic Nister monster that will summon from the extra deck, special summon this card. So some synergy there with Attic Nister, something I would suggest to have. It's literally $1 to 2, so nothing too crazy on that. Might want to have your copies for it. It does negate evenly matched, so that's all I'm getting at. When your opponent activates a trap card, quick effect, you can tribute this card, negate that card effect. Not activation, negates the effect. So something to note that negating activation, negating effect are 2 different things. So this negates the effect, not the activation, so they cannot activate another one. I mean, evenly matched does not say once per turn, but just I'm differentiating activation and effect. So something else is the Attic Nisters, and we're talking about it. Do not recommend the secret rares yet. Wait a little bit longer, see if they fall down. But they've been stabilized at $9 for the longest. So if special editions maybe drop it to 7, 6 at the lowest, but something to think about. I would pick up your 1 Dark Templar Attic Nister just because it's 40 cents. I would pick up your Dojon, which is 50 cents. And then the rares and everything else, not really. Everything else like I want like dirt cheap, so you could pick that later on. But I would, keep an eye on the Attic Nisters just because I do see the most potentials out of them with the Plunder Patrols. Excuse me. Lastly, since we're going to Master Rule 5, I think people forgot about Wind Witch and how they're really good. If you control a monster, you special summon this card from your hand, and then special summon a Wind Witch from your deck, and then that gets another Wind Witch a piece, and then you summon it, and then you go into um, your 7, which this guy or whatever else, synchro level 7, then you link with this guy. I mean, you synchro with this guy, and you end up with Crystal Wing, which is a Crystal Wing. And you did nothing. You just control no monster, special summon, boom. You can still go normal summon. People were using this with Shadows. I mean, with Invoked back in the day. Wind Witch Invoked, which did turn out to be really good. Just the fact that Crystal Wing and Macabre was really hard to get around. So I believe that's going to happen again. Just know that your highest ready for Wind Witch Ice Bell, it's $1 at most. You do have other versions, but why would you go for that when you have this? Glass Spell, the Ultras are $5. The Ultras are $2, $3. There's a common OTS, and you're looking at those for $2 to $3 as well. The Supers are going up just because why not? And then your highest potential, this is your starter card, so that tells you something else. You do have Ultras, $1. So you tell me what you want to invest, but I highly recommend Ice Bell just because of the secret rare, highest rarity, Shadows in Valhalla. It may get reprinted just because it's in Shadows in Valhalla. Uh, it may get an Ultra reprint, but it already has an Ultra, so. But still, 88 cents for a copy, it's not a bad investment. So that's all I got for you guys today. Something short, kinda. Not focus too much on the meta since it's repetitive in a way. We all know it's Invoke, we all know it's Shadows, and Salomon Grace started coming back, but so just giving you guys something different. And you look at 3, and then remember the last 3 cards are 3 to 4 cards are gonna be my investment cards that suggest to pick up since they're dirt cheap and has highest potential to reach double, triple, sometimes quadruple their money, especially Wind Witch Ice Spell. So that's all I got. Y'all take care. We'll do another market watch tomorrow. See you guys later.